Pule Mmodi has finally signed for Kaizer Chiefs. But what's more interesting is how he actually signed for Kaizer Chiefs. Furthermore, we're going to talk about Kaizer Chiefs and where they are with the signing of Sibongiseni Mthethwa. We're also going to talk about Umfudumezo. We are talking about the story of Nazreddin Nabi because it's still there and it's not going anywhere until we get confirmation from the club. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Right, so let's start with Umfudumezo, stories ka Nazreddin Nabi. I am saying this because last night a certain journalist talked about the story coming up today about Nazreddin Nabi, and it turns out it's still the same thing that we've been hearing for the past few days. Uguti Nazreddin Nabi wants to bring two of his technical team members, and we already had those things, and now they're adding Gutu Zwane will be out. We also knew that. So right now, no one actually knows what's going on with regards to Indabaga Nazreddin Nabi. So all we have to do is wait and see what will happen when it comes to Nazreddin Nabi. I move on. Another thing that's very impressive is the fact that Kaizer Chiefs have finally signed Pule Mmodi. But that's not the most impressive thing. Uguti, they signed a free agent. But what's more impressive is the fact that, remember when we talked a few weeks ago, Uguti, Pirates were leading the race to sign Pule Mmodi. Yes, they were the ones who did something, which is approaching Pule Mmodi, and according to Innocent Kaizer there on Twitter, who seems to be a reliable source, he reported this thing back earlier, like a few weeks ago. Uguti Pule Mmodi did not want to go to Orlando Pirates. He didn't. Like, Pirates approached him. They were like, hey, dude, we want you to come and play for us. And they was like, you know what? I do not want to come and play for you. I am going to wait for your Chiefs. Guys, like, that's impressive to me because that tells me Uguti doesn't just want to come to Chiefs just because it's a big team in South Africa. Because if he wanted to just go to another big team in South Africa that was going to give him a lot of money, he would have gone to Pirates. But he waited for Kaizer Chiefs, which is impressive because, I mean, if the Chiefs are not saying anything to me and the Pirates are knocking and they're saying, here's the offer, here's the project, we have a better chances of winning, we're playing in the Champions League, with all of those things being proposed to him, then I would definitely say, I'm going to Pirates. But Tigege, in this case, he's one of those players who are choosing Kaizer Chiefs, even though there's an alternative option that is given to him. Which tells me that when it comes to Chiefs, he's not just going to be playing because it's his last contract, big money move, but it's going to be him fighting for the badge because he wants to be part of the team and not necessarily because the team is competing in a Champions League. This thing reminds me of something that Jurgen Klopp said about Liverpool. Uguti, if there is a player who's saying they're not going to come to Liverpool because Liverpool is not in the Champions League, then he will never sign that player. He wants any other player who's coming to Liverpool to be a player who wants to play for Liverpool as a club. And I'm impressed, Uguti Pule Mmodi, if this is really true and it's finalized. Uguti, he waited for Chiefs because he truly and genuinely wants to play for Kaizer Chiefs. Speaking of things that we truly and genuinely want to happen, I would like to see this channel grow. So please, like the video to help me reach more people like you. And also just subscribe because that makes me happy. It makes me think, they appreciate my content. So they're sticking around. So please, do stick around, do like the video, do share, do subscribe. I ask of those two things. And the other thing that I like to ask from you is, it's payday is coming few days time. Ne? So you can become a member. Only 20 rands per month. It's the same amount as a single, guys. So you can become a member of this channel and help us upgrade the equipment and everything and just be better as a channel as well and grow. So it's only 20 rands per month. You get member shout outs, you get loyalty pages next to your name when you are commenting, and you also get priority replies to your comments. Speaking of members, today's special shout out goes to Willingema. Shout out to you, Willingema. Is one of our members. So yeah, that's great. And also, I haven't added this benefit, But one of the reasons why I'm pushing this thing, yoguti, I want to grow and have better equipment. It's because I want the members, they will be the first people who will be prioritized when it comes to having a podcast and discussions with the fans when I finalize the other details that I will share with you later on. So by being members also, you are just letting me know what you would like to be on the show, and like when we have better equipment, obviously, which is not long. It's sooner than you think, actually. So just stick around. I'll let you know soon enough. Anyways, let's move on to indaba ke ekabhuti uSibongiseni Mthethwa. Sibongiseni Mthethwa, Kaizer Chiefs is the player that they've been trying to get. So with uSibongiseni Mthethwa, what is happening with him is that as much as Stellenbosch are trying to hold on to all their best players, the contract kaSibongiseni Mthethwa expires next June, right? And in January, anyone can sign him on a free by just doing a pre-contract agreement. Stellenbosch doesn't want that. They want to keep him, but there's that issue of pre-contract signing. So they do want to sell him, but then at the same time, they don't want to sell him cheaply. And the Chiefs have gone and approached uSibongiseni Mthethwa and tried to sign him from Stellenbosch. And the first round of talks were not successful. And now, apparently, they are reaching the final stages. They are trying to get him finally. And the other reason why they are now prioritizing him is because they, as we talked yesterday, they tried to sign, according to reports, who's this guy? Fabrice Ngoma. And Fabrice Ngoma, as we heard, is wanting 300,000, over 300,000 plus signing on bonus. And the Chiefs are thinking, nope, would rather spend that money on Sibongiseni Mthethwa. So that's where Chiefs are. They are playing this thing, yoguti, who's going to fold first. Because if you think about it, you are Stellenbosch, you're like, if I keep Sibongiseni Mthethwa, and then maybe Stellenbosch does well, and maybe let's just say they win the Nedbank Cup, I mean not the Nedbank Cup, they win MTN 8, and then Stellenbosch all of a sudden are winning things. It's easier then to say, Sibongiseni, here's a new contract, and then he can stay even further. But also, they are running a risk, yoguti. If that doesn't happen, then anyone can carry him on a free. So it's going to be interesting to see, yoguti, what is Chiefs going to do. Personally, if I were Chiefs, I was going to use one of these players that the Chiefs will not be using in any case next season. Like Osabelo Hatebe, even send him there and add him, because I know they don't usually spend a lot of money, but adding players on top of the money that they've already offered could go a long way. So I would definitely do that. I don't know whether they've done it, because I don't think it's a good idea to have all these other players that we have watched just sitting on the bench. Also, just another thing, I'm thinking good Chiefs have a lot of young players that they want to promote, and the Stellenbosch plays a lot of young players also in their team. They promote a lot of young players from their MTC. We can also loan them some of our young players. Uguti, go, we'll give you money, and we'll loan you Sabelo Hatebe or whoever, and then we can see how the negotiation goes on. I don't know how they negotiate. I know maybe they've done this. The reason why I'm including this and I'm saying this out loud to you guys is because at times I feel like angaza negotiations the Chiefs, they always failing. Most of them, uzokuthiwa talks have broken down. You're like, hi guys, can't negotiate ngempela. So I don't know what's going on. So what do you think about Pule Mmodi coming to Chiefs? What do you think about Nazareth Nabi's story that keeps on going on and on and on? And also, what do you think about Sibongiseni Mthethwa coming to Chiefs? Let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Khosi, Pule Mmodi.